Jwale pele ka o dumedisa maloko a ANC Youth League, a COSASI, a SASCO, le batjha kaofela ba South Africa ba re shebileng mo di televisioning tsa bona ko malapeng who are not here with us. Ho ba teng ha lona bao ba leng mo stadium, ho bontsha hape hore rona re le batjha ba ANC, re le youth ya ANC, siyazi ukuthi okwethu ukuthi sibe abovuka ibambe. Mase iqakile kwa African National Congress, kusukuma thina sibe abovuka ibambe, so buza kusasa ukuthi konje bekuthiwa siyoyenzani la siyakhona. The leadership of the ANC Youth League that is here, led by Comrade Njabulo, members of the NEC of the Youth League, the leadership of the ANC that is here as well, in particular of Ekuruleni and our Comrade Umzwandile Masina, our new ministers who are here, comrades. Siafika kona manje, we've just come in, no Comrade Njabulo, the SG of the ANC Youth League. You will remember that every Monday is ANC Day. So yesterday, the ANC had a special National Working Committee convened. But before that special National Working Committee, our officials met in the morning. And in the course of that, they also were invited to another boardroom to meet with a delegation of the Integrity Commission. And after those meetings, they then resolved together with us members of the NWC that we will then have an extended NWC today at 2 o'clock. And our officials were ANC, met again the whole day today in the morning, actually in the morning, and we only started our National Working Committee, an extended one, now at 2 o'clock. An extended National Working Committee includes the SG of the Youth League. It also includes the President of the ANC Women's League, and then all chairpersons and secretaries of provinces. We come in from that National Working Committee. That National Working Committee had to sit and reflect on the new developments. But one of the baseline, the key thing that we want to say, we know that the NWC is still in session. But fact is, ANC ayijiki. Uzuma uzoba umongameli we-ANC until ngo-2017 masifika e-conferencing. And understanding the transition between 2017 and 2019, uPresident uZuma uzoqhubeka umongameli size siyofika ku-2019. Lokho siyavumelana. More yadumelana. Okunye futhi esikuvumayo ukuthi kwa-ANC kaufela haruna riarumiwa hasetsi rirumilwe riabitswa hape ukuthi ungasayi labe sikuthume khona woza futhi manje sikuthume kwenye indawo. Angithi nami niyakhumbula bengiwu-Madam Premier ngithi ngangena eSt George ngicabanga ukuthi ngizophinda ngiwu-Premier. But because the ANC yathi kwanele ngawe kuba uPremier, manje ngidila nesanitation. That's the ANC. So that is one of the important things that we have agreed on ukuthi barungwa ba ANC barungwa ke ANC. Habarungwi ki Save South Africa, abathunywa ngabantu emngcwabeni, abathunywa ngikhosatu, abathunywa iSACP, bathunywa yi-ANC. Okunye okusemqoka ukuthi esikuvumayo futhi esikushoyo ukuthi asikho isithunywa se-ANC okumele sithandwe ngaphezu kwesinye isithunywa se-ANC. No deployee is above any other deployee of the ANC. Siyafana, sikhokhelwa umsholozi yedwa ngoba mase siyenza door to door. Singena emizini, singena emakhaya, ubuso obuku ballot paper, obuka msholozi yedwa. Thina banye, it's Zuma and the others. It's the president and the others. There is no other process. And what we have always said as the ANC, asimfihli umongameli to be for the ANC, remukenya mo balloting. South Africans have voted for the ANC president, knowing that he shall be the president of the country, but understanding that he's a deployee of the ANC. So, there is no confusion around that. The fourth thing is that siyavumelana sisonke, ridumelana kaufela, hore, hariboni musebetsi o editsweng ke President Jacob Zuma. It was unfortunate, and it is still unfortunate, and it will still be unfortunate, ukuthi abanye abantu abama deployee we-ANC, kubonakala ukuthi bona abathembeki, and yet omunye wafike i-engineer ephuma e-Cape Town Technikon, uTrevor Manuel. He was not an economist. Samfaga. Ucomrade uPravin Gordon, wayengaziwa umuntu, wamthinti uZuma wamfaga. Waphatha engaphathi umthwalo ophuma kwaGordon, ephatha umthwalo ophuma kumanifesto we-ANC. Ugigaba yingane ye-ANC. Kungenzeka abemnyama kunoGordon kodwa uyafana, uyisithunywa se-ANC. Kungenzeka uzalelwe enhluphekweni emandeni kwamfundisi kodwa uyisithunywa se-ANC. Bayafana. What we are appealing is for the world and the people of South Africa to respect the processes that make a government, that constitute a government. It can't be correct that when Zille told the world about colonialism, we never interfered. Save South Africa, any other person, even Nasemingwabeni, people never said a thing. Fagiani ingane ANC. Then people start talking about ukuthi cha irandi lizowa. Beli phansi aliwe sizolqosha. That's what we must deal with. Inhlupheko yethu is because we have been managing a system that cannot help us to realize the objectives of the Freedom Charter. That's where the fault lines have been. But ulongamalala lo, uZuma lo, abamthukayo kodwa abantu bemthanda. Oqale wathi makube ne-NDP eSouth Africa. Today rinali National Development Plan. A few years ago, we had burials every day abantu beshone South Africa. Wafika uNcamalala with his team. Namhlanje sipha abantu ama-ARV, ibila risabafa di cocktail itsa dipilisi tse 6, ukwinyeli lodwa ipilisi right. Under this president. Namhlanje, we all know ukuthi imali engena ku higher education has been multiplied 6 times by this very president that all of those who hate the ANC and who hate the emancipation of Africans in South Africa are saying he's not educated. Uneducated as he is, the budget of higher education has been multiplied 6 times under President Jacob Zuma. Okwesi-4, ukuthi namhlanje, we all know, riyatsiba kaufela hore, uPresident Zuma wenza le nto yakhulunywa ubaba Nelson Mandela yokuthi Abantu base West, the West cannot dictate to us who our friends should be namhlanje. Ngoba ngalesa sikhathi sihlupheka, they were not with us. So we can't abandon those that are with us because of the pressures of the West. Siyayifuna la BRICS sizoyiqinisa. Siyayifuna le mali ephuma eBRICS sizoyiqinisa. And what we are also saying is, i-investor ifana nawe mawenzi window shopping. Iyabukela ukuthi ithandana. Abangasithandi isimo sokuthi. Fact is, Malusi, the minister, is still a minister from the ANC. The medium-term economic framework is still the same. It is still the ANC that is in power. The problems in the ANC, the developments that happened amongst the officials are not a reflection of an unstable ANC. We have resolved our differences, you'll hear tomorrow. What has forced this moody group to rate us within a period of 2 days and give us this? Our view is, it's all about political rating. It has nothing to do with the economy. But we are also saying, isizile lento yokususa omunye kufaka omunye, because now we have seen hyenas in the sheepskin. Because you can't support the opponents of our national democratic revolution and say you are doing it to save South Africa. You can't support the opponents of our national democratic revolution and even invite people into your press conference and sing Senzeni na when you could not do it before you got redeployed. Oh, President Jacob Zuma, there is nothing different that he has done. The NWC, my comrade, is now discussing the way forward. And we are saying to the Youth League, we are saying to COSAS, we are saying to the PYA, Oza uFriday, sibalindile. Sibalindile labafuna ukusivakashela ngenkani, asibamemanga bazimemile, eyethu leya building. Sibalindile. We are saying on the 12th of April, President Jacob Zuma will be turning 75. Comrade Mzwandile, we're going to celebrate it here in Gauteng. We're going to celebrate it in Kliptown. Together with the youth of South Africa. Together with the veterans of the ANC. Together with the people of Soweto and Gauteng, because members of the ANC in Gauteng love Jacob Zuma. Members of the ANC in Gauteng respect the ANC. The last thing that we are also going to do is to go to parliament. There is no member of parliament who got into parliament out of his conscience. Ngonembeza wake cha. Sonke singene siphethe uJosaga we-ANC, manifesto ye-ANC. Sizongena lapha neparlamente. There is no one who represents umzi wakhe noJosaga wakhe. Silindile le motion of no confidence. We will make it a motion of confidence. We will make it a motion of confidence because our struggle has been a resistance against the minority that wants to dominate the majority. So we can't go to parliament and have the minority wanting to dictate to the majority about the future of this country. It can be a Musima imane, kodwa umhlophe emva kwakhe. So we can't be fooled. Nalabo abaphuma kwa ANC were saying there is no secret ballot in the ANC because tina kwa ANC we don't hide our things. Tsaruna ridi party. Uzokofa omunye nomunye and will be there in parliament. You can't not toe the line of the ANC. Otherwise, tabatu mtwalo wako ugotuke. Sibaningi kwa ANC asishoti ngawe sishota ngalaba bangaphandle. That's what is going to happen. Bangayibiza noma kunini la parliament, we will deal with it. Nalaba abasebenzisa imingcwabo ukuthukanisa, we are saying bazathi banamabhadi. Mhlambe that's why they are reshuffled, because emngcwabeni you talk about unsalifu. Mawuya emngcwabeni uyoduduza abantu abashonelwe. You don't turn members of the NEC into celebrities. Comrade X, we love you, the world loves you, you are good. And then we see the former president pointing at PG to say, acknowledge. Ayiyo yona into ANC wayo, we are Africans. Siyawuhlonipha umngcwabo. Lifu liyahloniphiwa. And even with President Jacob Zuma, what happened at the City Hall? Actually, President Zuma postponed a memorial service. It is the family, Yena Shan Bolton, who went to Lutuli House and told the officials of the NC, Uguti, if family ga comrade to Pravin, comrade Kefi, Ahmed Kathrada, doesn't want to president. Kasutu barising khanang sintula murwan. Ushompa maikuto alilapa. Leharetse bauri mafunga umemiwi. Kabani lisirasa wa usiata lifungla. But president respected that. But because he's the president of the ANC, he then decided to say, we will still give an official funeral for Comrade Kathrada. No mangingeko. And then he said, I will get the deputy president to take responsibility of these things. The person who decided to postpone the memorial service indefinitely is Comrade Cyril Ramaphosa. It's not Zuma. It is not. But because everybody is passionate about talking bad of President Zuma, even when the presidency issued a statement, we never read about it. We never read about it, and yet you remember the statement that was issued by the presidency of the Republic of South Africa did say that Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa will be the one who leads government processes. So, makungadlalwa ngomntwana abantu ngobe phuma enkandla. Akungenziwa kanjalo. Simkhethe simazi. So, these are the lies that have been said to rubbish our president and ritokhana kayena. Namhlanje njengoba sikhuluma nje, I'm sure you saw as I was singing. President Zuma uhleli kwi meeting le eseluthuli. Akukho nto esifihlela nayo laphana. Sikhuluma 99 nomunye ukhuluma lwakuzwayo. Because at the end of the day, we want to come out as a united national working committee, go to the National Executive Committee, come to you members of the ANC and tell you iqiniso ukuthi yes, the top 6 was consulted about the changing of a minister of finance. And that is going to be the message. These other comrades, okuthiwa abaziwa upresident ungene ephethe iphepha. This is what normally happens. But that's not mahloni ngabo. And the Youth League, you've got the right to claim these comrades. Because again, we can't shape the future without the future leaders being part of it. It can't be correct. And 2, it can't also be correct that the Youth League can't claim something that can really give hope to young people. That in the ANC, we do believe in the wisdom of young people. Abanye namhlanje, they are 75, abanye bana 52, abanye bana bungapi. Umalusi is 46, but uqale emngakanani. He's a child of the ANC. He's been a deputy minister of Home Affairs. He's been a minister of Home Affairs. He's been a minister of public enterprise. Simfunani. In fact, he's got more experience than the former minister, because Minister Law, the former minister, all he was involved in was to be the Minister of Finance. Wayobamba kancane ikhokta. Uma lusuzungeze yonke la cabinet. Mabangasiphushi ukuthi senze comparison. Because even when we took over this country, we were never told that you must be a professional to be an MEC. There was no requirement of your qualifications. Our qualification is selflessness, is organizational discipline, is accountability, is to serve the people of South Africa under the ANC. That is the requirement. They can put their qualifications. Yes, they are important. But remember, the mandate comes from the ANC. The ANC deploys and redeploys. We are going to have to accept, my comrades, that the president is not going to be here, because the minute akatluwa mole, babam batar usindile bengifuna ukumtshela emehlweni. So uthe ufuna ukuhlala abazwe ngezakhe ababone ngosi. Angithi sezwana. So uhlezi laphana uzwa ngezakhe ubabona ngosi. Laba bebeshaya izandla bejabulile esifeni kunokuthi bakhiphe ukufa kumndeni. We are with them there. 2, laba abachera i-National Disciplinary Committee bazositshela ukuthi bazodisciplina kanjani uNzuza tomorrow when they've been so ill-disciplined. Laba abachera i-Integrity Commission bazositshela ukuthi how did they leak their report izolo to the media before they could even talk to the president. And in any case, yabo lo report asiyazi, ayisisindawo, usezophatha uZuma, 2017 conference and 2019 the next elections. Their integrity is now under question. Asambeni, rikopaneka labuhlanu, Abemkem VA and those that are organizing Shailala Vuga Elutuli Sibalindile. Ngolesibili Rishapa Muketi isingwadikatsi. Muketi okaskebengwa libalwa mo Gauteng. Ngekhekhe likhulu nabantu abaningi. Nomjaivo omningi, nomculo omningi, nepolitiki eningi, because we're celebrating the birthday of our president. I want to thank the NC Youth League and the Women's League, Comrade Mzwandile, and your leadership in Ekuruleni. You have really shown that the NC lives, the NC leads. In the year of Oliver Tambo, unity cannot be unity ye fake. Unity cannot be unity ye plastic mask. It must be unity amaqiniso in the trenches in defense of our revolution. Amandla! Long live President Jacob Zuma, long live. Pata Msholozi until 2019, ipata. Pata Ngamalala until 2019, ipata. Thank you, Ngiyabonga, my comrade.
Amandla! Viva Mama Action, viva! Comrades, thank you very much. We want to say to Musi Maimane and his ugly friends, we are waiting for you. On Friday, you will find the ANC Youth League with shambox and all weapons available in our disposal. Uzostola kahle. Amandla, good night, comrades. Sicela ingoma teachers, sicela ingoma.
And of course, those are live visuals from the ANC Youth League rally in Germiston in support of President Jacob Zuma, amidst so many calls for him to resign or to be recalled by the ANC. Those words by Sfiso Mtsweni, ANC Youth League National Executive Committee member, saying that they will protect Luthuli House, the headquarters of the ANC, come Friday. And this is based, or rather response to the opposition saying they will march to Luthuli House. A show of strength from the Youth League amidst again the vociferous number of organizations and foundations coming against President Jacob Zuma. Unomvula Mokonyane, who's a member of the National Executive Committee, highlighting certain aspects about the nature and culture of the ANC, even making a swipe against the internal processes when it comes to the disciplining of members and whether those that are leading those structures are credible themselves. She also highlighted the overreach or abuse of funerals being used to attack one man, President Jacob Zuma, saying that it's un-African and it's unacceptable. She also touched on the responsibility of members, saying that when you're redeployed as an ANC member, you don't come there based on your own volition or your own credentials or academics for that matter. You are deployed based on the mandate of the ANC, which requires for accountability, selflessness, discipline, and that Malusi Gigaba is fit to be the finance minister, and that there is no birthright to members of the ANC that they will ascend to power.
I-ANC ayijiki. uZuma uzoba umongameli we-ANC until ngo-2017 masifika e-conferencing. And understanding the transition between 2017 and 2019, uPresident uZuma uzoqhubeka umongameli size siyofika ku-2019.